Promoting the growth of the tabletop sports hobby, this is Imagisport.
Can't get it. Yi and Union are in there. And what do you know? We're going to the wild card result. So, wild card result for tag team matches. Here we go. 21. Bing Chung Yi, does he have the cheat quality? He does. He disengages opponent by sticking with a sharp object. And Colonel Union is down with that sharp object from Bing Chung Yi. And I bet you any money that Yefini handed it to him. But it goes down from a B to a D because of the two chips. 11 to 16 needed to kick out. There's one. There is two. And there is three. And that is it. With that foreign object, Bing Chung Yi in the deep end are your winners in our main event today as Yefeni Keed comes in to celebrate.
Imagisport presents Old School Wrestling, featuring the stars of the Old School Wrestling Association. All OSWA matches are simulated using Face to the Mat from PLAAY Games. You can order your own copy of Face to the Mat along with various wrestler card sets by going to the PLAAY Games website at www.play.com. Now, let's go to the OSWA studios.
Our opening contest here on today's episode of Old School Wrestling is a qualifying match for Gift or Gone. It is scheduled for one fall. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, getting prepped here for Gift or Gone. This is just a foregone conclusion, and at the end of the night, you're going to be looking at Gift or Gone's next competitor, hailing from Green Bay, Wisconsin, Mr. Henderson. Henderson. And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent hails from Mora, Minnesota, weighing in at 285 pounds. This is the big fish in a small pond, Mr. Marlon Kimbrough. Hello everybody and welcome to this edition of Old School Wrestling. Derek Jones here with you. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this broadcast today as we are in our go home episode before OSWA Uprising. And we're going to kick things off right away with a qualifying match for Gift or Gone. 7 wrestlers are already qualified for this event. We're going to be trying to get 3 more, 2 of which will be on today's broadcast, and then we will have a special wild card mystery competitor be the 10th man. But first off, let's go to the pre-match for this particular match, and for this, we're going to be going to highlight Reel O, and that's going to be a 42. The Hotbox Ally, the favored wrestler, ticked off by announcer comments, increased the grudge grade by 1 point. So the big Grabowski is pretty upset, thinking that the commentary team is showing a lot of favoritism toward Mr. Henderson, even though he doesn't really deserve it. So his grudge grade is going to be increased to a 3 from a 2. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and get this action underway. Here is the bell. Here on Old School Wrestling, TV grade is first A are both C, so we're going to go to the favored wrestler. So Big Fish is going to get 1 point for a toe hold. And we're going to go to quick. That's going to be Mr. Henderson. He's going to get 3 points for a flying clothesline. Back to TV grade. Trailing wrestler this time is the Big Fish, so he's going to put on a hammerlock for 1 point. And we're going to go to the wild card chart. where anything and everything can happen. Regular match here for that, and it is going to be a 43. Does the Big Fish have a cheat quality? He does. The cheat wrestler scores an immediate win with a blatantly illegal tactic. So that's it. It must be apparent that the Big Grabowski must have slipped him something, maybe a pair of brass knucks or something. Mr. Henderson went down for the 1, 2, 3. Big Fish is your winner. He qualifies for Gift or Gone, but then he gets on the microphone and he immediately issues a grudge match challenge. And actually, he is going to call out Ray Ed Hargis for a grudge match challenge. Oh boy. So Ray Ed Hargis is going to do that. He is going to challenge him to a match on a future episode of Old School Wrestling. So I know the Big Deal has been wanting to move up in the tag team rankings, and the Good Old Boys are the ones that are going to get the tag team title shot at OSWA Uprising. Big Fish must think that, they need to go further up the ladder here, and I'm sure Ray Ed Hargis is going to be willing to oblige with that. But before we go any further, let's go ahead and go post-match, and now we are going to go to Highlight Reel U for that. Highlight Reel U is going to be a 41. The heel win results in an added new quality. So Big Fish is going to get a new quality on his card. He already has Powerful. He already has Strong, Heavy, Cheat, and an Object. And so we're going to put the Mean quality on as well. So the Big Fish is indeed becoming a Big Fish with all these added qualities to him. But Big Grabowski joins him in the ring for it. So he qualifies for Gift or Gone. And if he can survive that and not get the envelope that says that he is fired, then we'll see Big Fish and Ray Ed Hargis sometime down the road here on Old School Wrestling. But we'll take a quick time out. We'll be back with more Old School Wrestling right after this. Time out. So a big win for the Big Fish to kick off things here on this episode of Old School Wrestling. Once again, thank you for taking the time to watch this video today as we have our go home episode before we get to OSWA Uprising. We have Play More action still to come on this card today. We have another Gift or Gone qualifying match coming up here momentarily, and that is going to be Kwang Choi taking on Yefeni El Akid's Foreign Destruction member Chief Wahoo. Once again, winner of that match is going to get their ticket punched to Gift or Gone coming up at OSWA Uprising. And in our main event today, it's the television championship on the line. As you recall, Mother Mertz won it in our last episode, and the first person he called out was the former television champion Z. Well, these two will meet one-on-one in our main event for that OSWA Television Championship. Plus, before we go off the air today, we will go over the entire card for OSWA Uprising. But for right now, coming up in just a moment, we're going to have a match that was stemmed from the Ringside Lounge in our previous episode. As you recall, Crash Bradley and Lucky Lou Cool got into it whenever Lucky Lou Cool's ex-wife, Heather Glenn, came out and devoted her love to, you guessed it, Crash Bradley. So these two are ready to meet, and we're going to go to the ring right now to settle the score. Crash Bradley against Lucky Lou Cool. Our next event here in Old School Wrestling is a special grudge match, and it is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Pompano Beach, Florida, weighing in at 275 pounds, this is Lucky Lou Cool. And his opponent in this matchup is accompanied to the ring by Heather Glenn. He hails from Commerce, Oklahoma, 265 pounds. This is Crash Bradley. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so Crash Bradley after the shenanigans that went on in the Ringside Lounge episode on our last show, Crash Bradley and Lucky Lou Cool are going to meet up. Lucky Lou, Heather Glenn, the ex-wife of Lucky Lou Cool, now seems to be hanging around Crash Bradley. We're going to go to Highlight Reel O for the pre-match, and that's going to be a 22. So we're going to jump over to Highlight Reel P instead, and that's going to be a 23. The underdog wrestler gets into a heated argument with opponent. Increase the underdog's TV grade 1 letter. So Lucky Lou Cole still not happy with the fact that his ex is hanging around with Crash Bradley, and he's going to up his TV grade for that to a B. Just goes to show you, anything can happen here in the world of old school wrestling. So with that out of the way, call for the bell, here we go. And so it's going to be helped, and Heather Glenn is going to help out Crash Bradley here with a sneak attack on Lucky Lou Cool. And now we're going to go to quick, but Crash Bradley is not quick. And Lucky Lou Cool, though, is heavy, so he comes back with a fall-away slam. Looking for Mean, does not have it there. And so neither wrestler scored on the last fact action card. Lucky Lou Cool has the cheat quality, but it's only on a square, so Boo Rule's going to be in effect here, so Crash Bradley's going to get a point out of it. Trailing wrestler now becomes Lucky Lou Cool, and he's going to get 3 points for a reverse and elbow drop. Now we go to smart. Crash Bradley is smart, so he will get 3 points there for a step over toe hold. And with that, Lucky Lou Cool's going to bail out of the ring, and Crash Bradley is going to follow him out with a 6. The leading wrestler smacks the opponent into the side of the ring for a point. And we continue with out of the ring action with a 5. The leading wrestler bashes his opponent into the barricade for another point. Wild and woolly action going on out here. 11. The leading wrestler wallops opponent with an object retrieved from under the ring, and we will re-roll 1 die here, and that 1 die is going to be a 3, so the trailing wrestler can't recover, and he is counted out. So the referee counts 8, 9, 10. Crash Bradley is going to be your winner. So Lucky Lou Cole, a little bit of a showing there in the beginning, but Crash Bradley seemed to get his grudge out on Lucky Lou Cole, and so he is your winner by count out here in our match today. So let's go to the post-match, and we are going to go to Highlight Reel X for that one. So here we go. Highlight Reel X is a 25. Defeated wrestler angered during a TV interview after interruption by opponent, and so increased the grudge grade 2 points. So Lucky Lou Cole is going to get 2 points worth of grudge to go along with his B TV grade. And then because that was a grudge match, TV grades will be adjusted as well. So Crash Bradley goes from an A to a double A, and Lucky Lou Cole is going to drop back down to a C from a B, which he was for this particular match. So Crash Bradley wins by a count out here today on Old School Wrestling. Obviously, since Lucky Lou's licking his wounds, we are not going to have a Ringside Lounge segment on this show. However, we do have a very special interview, and that's going to be coming up next. Let's go to the studio for that interview. And as promised, we do have a special interview here at this time in place of the Ringside Lounge. And that is with the man who is going around claiming that he is the real world champion, that being none other than Al Rose. And he is here with his partner in crime, so to speak, the Snakestress. So Al, Snakestress, thank you for coming on Old School Wrestling today here via satellite. Oh, yeah, okay, thank you, Derek. Glad we get this together, because I'll tell you what, I got a lot to get off my chest here today. Okay, and you will definitely have the opportunity to do that, but we need to address the elephant in the room, and that is that belt that you're carrying around, a belt that is not sanctioned or recognized by the Old School Wrestling Association. So how on earth did you come across that belt, and why are you claiming to be the real world champion when in fact that title is held in this company by the Lobster Man? Well, it's plain and simple here, Derek. I look around this Old School Wrestling Association, and I have tried to get opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. Because, let's face it, the current champions that are in this company cannot hold a finger to me, okay? I am a world-class 5-star athlete. I should get title shots coming out of my ears, but oh, no, lo and behold, none come my way. They go to other bums and ham and anchors. Well, that's just fine, because I was one of the greatest world champions ever. Most knowledgeable wrestling fans know of my successful time in the Wrestling America Federation, featured on the Board Sports Network's Thursday Throwdown. There, I was the last and greatest WAF champion that they had. And I am here to get this WAF belt out of retirement and continue the legacy as one of the most prestigious titles in this business. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let me stop you right there, Al Rose. First off, I went and I watched some of that footage from Thursday Throwdown, and in one of those episodes, Copacetic beat you for the championship. He was the actual final champion of Thursday Throwdown, not you. So I don't understand why you even have that belt. If anything, that belt should go to Copacetic. Shut up, just shut up, okay? Let me tell you something. You go back and you watch that footage. You will see plain as day that my foot was on the bottom rope whenever that referee counted to 3. Copacetic did not win that match. That title was stolen from me. But now I have it back. And I'm going to do whatever it takes to restore its legacy here in the OSWA. Okay, well, I guess we're going to have to agree to disagree on that one. But what's the role of the Snakestress in all this? You've been pretty much flying solo here since you've been in the OSWA, but I know that the Snakestress had accompanied you at Thursday Throwdown. So what's her role going to be here? Well, being the real world champ, I know that there are a lot of people that want to get their grubby little hands on this belt that don't deserve it. Let's just say that the Snakestress is my insurance policy, if you will. She understands her role, and she knows that, and she accepts that she will do whatever it takes to make sure that the real world championship is never tarnished again. Okay. Again, though, that belt is not really recognized here in this company. Yet you did say whenever we were trying to set this up that you did have something that you had in store for OSWA Uprising. So could you clue the fans in on that, please? Well, certainly. As I said before, I don't think there's anybody even worthy of being anywhere close to my level. That being said, my mission is to restore the legacy of this belt. So that's why I am issuing an open challenge at OSWA Uprising. I challenge anybody, anyone who has ever set foot in an OSWA ring, if you think you have what it takes to hang with the real world champion, just sign your name on the contract and come to Uprising. And then get the wrestling lesson of your career. Okay, well, you've heard it here first. Al Rose has issued out an open challenge, apparently for his real world championship at Uprising. Now, that's all the time we have, Al. We got to get to our next match. But thank you so much for taking the time to join us here today to clear a few of these things up. Dirk, the pleasure is all yours. See ya. Okay, then. Well, that was Al Rose and the Snakestress, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, he's issued an open challenge at Uprising to anyone who has ever stepped foot in an OSWA ring. The challenge for the real world champion, I guess. Speaking of challenges, we have another Gift or Gone match coming up right now. Kwang Choi and Chief Wahoo, one-on-one. Winner gets to go to Gift or Gone. Let's go to the ring
to that match.
Our next match here in Old School Wrestling is scheduled for one fall, and it is another qualifying match for Gift or Gone. Introducing first, making his way to the ring right now, accompanied to the ring by Yefeni El Akid. From Tuba City, Arizona, weighing in at 245 pounds, this is Chief Wahoo. And his opponent hails from Beijing, China, 215 pounds, the Chinese Bear, Kwang Choi. Okay, Kwang Choi calling out Chief Wahoo. You saw the action from last week. And so it's going to continue. And this time, though, it's going to be in the ring, and a Gift for Gone slot is at stake here. And we're going to go to Highlight Reel R for our pre-match roll. And it's going to be a 44, which means a trip to Highlight Reel S. 43. If the face wins the match, he will gain a new quality. So we'll keep that in mind if that happens today. So Kwang Choi could get a new quality out of all this. And I think being 215 pounds, I believe that the agile quality is going to be one that would benefit him very well. So if Kwang Choi wins this match here, the agile quality will be his. So with that in mind, Yefeni El Akid on the outside for Chief Wahoo, and we're underway with this match. Signature move, but neither wrestler scored because that was the first action card. TV grade's going to go to Kwang Choi, 2 points there for a big boot, and then another 2 points for a roundhouse kick. And now we're going to go to mean. Kwang Choi is mean as well. So he's going to score 1 point and then additional points until the opponent breaks the hold with a die roll of 1 to 3, 1 to 4 in this instance, because Chief Wahoo is on a circle and he does break it. So we will go on. Is Kwang Choi smart? He is not smart. Is Chief Wahoo the favorite? He is not. We're going to flip another card here. Again, we are not smart. Object. Neither one has object. Boo rule in effect. So we are going to get 5 points for Kwang Choi. So here we go. Heavy. And neither wrestler is heavy. So we're going to go to the favorite. Kwang Choi is the favorite here. And he's going to get 5 more points for a stun gun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's going to go right to his finisher, the bear trap Achilles tendon hold, 11 to 61. And it is an easy 46. Kwang Choi puts it on. Chief Wahoo taps out. And Kwang Choi is your easy winner there. And he's going to move on to Gift or Gone in a rather convincing fashion over Chief Wahoo. Yefeni El Akid's beside himself. He can't believe that the match is over that quickly. But here we are. And so we're going to go to Highlight Reel X then for the post-match. Give me a minute there to get there. And it's a 42. Hotbox Ally, the winning wrestler, ticked off by the TV analyst's comments and increased the Allies' grudge grade 1 point. The ally Kwang Choi here is going to be Colonel Union. Still fighting words with Yefeni El Akid, amongst others. So his grudge is going to go back up to a neutral 0 from a -1. So there you have it. Kwang Choi makes his way to Gift or Gone with a rather easy win over Chief Wahoo. Main event's coming up shortly, but let's first go back to our studio for some news there. We'll be back with more Old School Wrestling right after this.
And now we are at 9 competitors for Gift or Gone here at OSWA Uprising, as Kwang Choi adds his name to the list of the competitors. That means we have one more slot to fill, and that is going to be a wild card spot. So it could be a mystery. It could be anybody, and we might have to wait until OSWA Uprising itself to say, wait a minute. Wait a minute here. Something's going on. Okay, you got it? Okay, folks, we have a developing situation in the back. Supposedly there's a confrontation going on between Yefeni El Akid and Chief Wahoo. Let's go there right now. Chief Wahoo You had one job! Win the match, beat Kwang Choi, and make it the Gift or Gone. And you failed! How did this happen? Well, shut up! Infidel! I'm sick and tired of all your flub-ups! That's what I get for trying to, even though you say you denounce this country. It's my fault for even letting an American into my faction. Chief Wahoo, your services are no longer required. Good job, Duke. Good job. Let me tell you all something out there, you pathetic Americans, thinking that you could box us out of Gift or Gone. That is not going to happen. You see, I, Yefeniela Keat, is making a proclamation right now. There is one spot left in Gift or Gone. And this is a spot that is too important. As the saying goes, you want something done right, you do it yourself. So, Duke, although I'm proud of you and what you've done for foreign destruction, this is something I have to do myself. So I, Yefeniela Keat, am going to be that wild card participant. And I dare anybody to stop me. Anybody at all. Yeah, what? What do you want here? Hey, back off. Dude, you back off too, or I'll lay you both out right now. What do you want? I didn't come here to get after you, you Fenny. If I wanted after you, you'd be on the ground right now. What I want's your giant goon squad again, after the crap you guys pulled last week. Where are they? They're taking some well-deserved time off. And you're lucky! Because if they were here, they would squash you like the little grape that you are. Oh, can't, blah, blah, blah. You're such a blowhard. Let me tell you something, you Fenny. You think you guys running around roughshod here, denouncing America. Oh, by the way, the country that's paying your salary, all right? I'm not going to have any of it. Let me tell you something. I want those two. I want Deep End. I want Bing Chun-Yi. I want them at Uprising in a no disqualification match. You hear that, Duke? He wants Bing Chun-Yi and the Deep End in a no DQ match. Are you insane? First off, you don't even have a partner. Let's face it, you can't team with Sergeant Slash anymore. Kwang Choi's in Gift or Gone. No way the commissioner's going to let him do double duty. You don't even have a leg to stand on. As a matter of fact, you're wasting our time. Not so fast. Not so fast. I do have a partner. And it's somebody you know very well. What? Oh. Haha. Remember me, if any? Well, seems like I got plenty of time on my hands now to help out my good patriot buddy Colonel Union here. So, how about it? We'll see your two goons at Uprising. Sam Banner, you are going to pay and regret the day you've ever came back here to face us again. Mark my words. Whoa! What a devastating turn of events there, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like we've got two additions now to OSWA Uprising. First, Yefeniela Keat being that 10th member of Gift or Gone. And then it looks like if this is official, and we'll try to get confirmation before we go off the air here, but if this is official, tag team match coming up, Foreign Destruction, the Bing Chun-Yi and the Deep End against Colonel Union and the returning Star-Spangled Sam Banner. Wow, that is a main event anywhere in the country, folks. And it could very well be coming to OSWA Uprising. We'll try to get confirmation on that in just a little bit, but right now it's time for our main event. Television title on the line. Mother Mertz defends against the man called Z. Let's go to that title match.
And today's main event here in Old School Wrestling is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the OSWA Television Championship. Introducing first the challenger, making his way to the ring at this time. From El Centro, California, weighing in 255 pounds, this is the man called Z. And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent hails from Coldwater, Ohio. Weighing in at an even 300 pounds, he is the current reigning and defending OSWA Television Champion. This is Mother Mertz. All right, Mother Mertz with his first TV title defense. He defeated Croc Wilson on our last program to win that belt and immediately dished out an open challenge, which Z answered. So that's why we are in the situation that we are. So pre-match, we're going to go to highlight reel R for that. And it's going to be a 62. Face entrance disrupted by the heel ally, increased the face grudge grade. So basically what we're going to do here is, since they are both faces, the commissioner is going to come out. As you recall, the commissioner has that match coming up with Z at OSWA Uprising, and he's got some choice words. It's like, hey Z, if you happen to win that TV title, you better put it on the line against me when we come to that point. Now, we don't know how much wrestling ability the commissioner actually has. I'm going to be putting qualities on his card a little bit later, before OSWA Uprising, but after this episode goes off the air. But his presence alone has made both Mother Mertz and Z awfully angry here. So both of them are going to get their grudge grades increased by 2 points here. So Mother Mertz is going to go from a 3 to a 5, and the man called Z is going to go from a 2 to a 4. So, but the commissioner is going to disappear for the time being. Referee holds up the title belt. This is what it's for, ladies and gentlemen. This is a title match for the OSWA TV Championship. And here we go with today's main event. And we're going to start off with Agile, but neither wrestler has the Agile quality. So again, now we're going to go to Quick. Neither one's quick. So we have a boo rule in effect already. Mother Mertz is the favorite, being the champion. He jumps out to a 6-point lead right away. And so we're going to go back to Agile. No Agile here, though. And now we're going to go to Strong. Surprisingly enough, neither one of them are strong either. So again, we go to the boo rule with 3 straight non-scoring cards. And again, Mother Mertz is going to get 6 points out of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we got a pin attempt coming already. But Z is a AAA. He didn't even need the AAA boost with the chip because he's already at that point. But he kicks out easily at 1. But Z is in a world of trouble here. Maybe the commissioner's comments did get him rattled a little bit. Who knows? But trailing wrestler, so Z's going to mount a comeback here. He's got 3 points going for a reverse and power slam. And then favorite quality, that's going to go to Mother Mertz. 2 points there for a turnbuckle smash. We're going to go for the pin there. But again, Z's a AAA by nature. 11 to 43 for the kick out. He easily does that. But he is definitely on wobbly legs here at the moment. And so, is Mother Mertz heavy? You bet he is. So guess what that means? It's going to be a big clubbing blow to Z, and that's going to set up the finisher, and he is going to call for the confab with concrete slab, throwing the opponent out of the ring, bringing him back into the ring. 11 to 61, it's a 52. 1, 2, 3. Easy pinfall victory. And still, your OSWA television champion is Mother Mertz. Wow. So, that match certainly did not go as expected. So, basically, we're going to go to highlight reel T, because like I said, both Mother Mertz and Z are faces here in the OSWA And so for that, we're going to go to 16. Decision reversed by secret heel agreement. Well, what do you know? The commissioner comes out here, and so the commissioner says that to check the Tech Mother Mertz's tights. And so the referee finds a foreign object and disqualifies Mother Mertz. And the commissioner says by the power vested in him, the commissioner has now put the television title onto the man called Z. Wait a minute. There's going to be bedlam here. What the heck is going on? Who is this guy's coming out here? Allison Rose is coming out here. The commissioner is basically hightailing it. He's getting out of dodge. There's 4 men fighting in the ring here. And we got to get some order here. I don't know what to make of this. But it looks like Z's the television champion. Let's go back to the studio for a wrap-up of today's actions.
I don't even know what to think right now. What the commissioner is doing is completely out of line. He is really abusing his power at this point. I mean, to take the match away from Mother Mertz and give it to Z, knowing full well that he is wrestling Z coming up at OSWA Uprising, there's got to be only one reason. He wants to get his hands on that television championship, and Lord knows what he would do with it if he would ever win that thing. He's got to be stopped, and I'm not sure what the... Wait a minute, what's that? Ladies and gentlemen, I've just received this memo here. Let me read this over here just a second. It looks like, yes, this is an official memo from the OSWA Board of Directors. And judging from the contents of this memo, they are not too happy with the commissioner himself. They know that because of contractual obligations and stuff, that they can't just outright terminate him right now. That would get them into some litigation and some real legal hot water. So basically, they made a decision. Pretty much, it's going to be a chain of command thing. And so they've put some stipulations in this match for Z against the commissioner. It is going to be a OSWA television title match. That's right. That means if the commissioner wins that match, then Lord help us, he will become the OSWA television champion. But if Z wins the match, then not only does he keep his TV title, but then he has the choice. He can either assume the OSWA commissionership, or he can give that commissionership to someone of his choosing. That changes everything, ladies and gentlemen. We have now a title versus commissionership match at OSWA Uprising. You really do not want to miss this super card. It is going to be one of the best cards in OSWA history. So before we go off the air here, let's give you a rundown of what our next old school wrestling card is going to be. It is going to be Uprising from the OSWA studios here in Holiday Spur. Date is yet to be determined. It's going to depend on when I have time to roll out and record those matches. We're going to kick things off with Al Rose and his open challenge. As you heard earlier today, he's challenging anybody in the OSWA locker room to see. He wants to extend the legacy of his so-called real-world championship. So that open challenge is going to kick things off at Uprising. Who is this guy? He's going to take on the commissioner's henchman, Vic Loathsome. Who is this guy? Is another person who's had a lot of beef with the commissioner ever since he came to the OSWA. And so I know that the commissioner is counting on Vic Loathsome to take Who Is This Guy out. Will that happen? Who knows? You'll have to tune into Uprising to find out. Gift or Gone is upon us. It's a match we've been hyping up quite a bit here in the past few months. You see the 10 participants that are part of Gift or Gone. Again, we're going to have 4 briefcases surrounding the ring, and that's what these 10 wrestlers are going to be fighting for. Inside 3 of those briefcases are going to be contracts. One for a world title shot, one for a TV title shot, and one for a tag team title shot. That 4th briefcase, though, is going to carry a termination notice. So that's right. On the Old School Wrestling episode after Uprising, episode number 22, we will reveal the contents of the briefcase. And yes, during that episode, somebody will get fired. No disqualification match just got signed. Bing Chung Yi and the Deep End from Euphemia Keith's Foreign Destruction faction. They're going to take on Colonel Union and the returning former Monday Night Tights champion, Star Spangled Sam Banner. That's a main event anywhere in the United States, in the world for that matter, and we have it right here on Uprising. As mentioned just a little bit ago, title versus commissionership. Z puts his OSWA TV title match up against the commissioner now, and if the commissioner wins, he gets the TV title. If Z wins, the commissioner's out of a job, and Z can either keep that commissionership or give it to somebody else. OSWA World Tag Team title match. Nick Kanicki and Dan Hammer from the Blue Collar Mafia will defend once again against the Good Old Boys, the team that they defeated to become World Tag Team Champions. And then finally, in our main event, this match has been a long time coming. The OSWA World title will be on the line as Lobsterman defends against Steve America. Once again, that is OSWA Uprising from the OSWA studios here in Hollidaysburg. Coming soon, only on Imagisport. And so check your social media. I'll be posting once it comes closer to time when you will be able to see that great event. And that's going to do it here for this edition of Old School Wrestling. For all of us here at Imagisport and the OSWA, this is Derek Jones saying thank you very much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. And most of all, keep on rolling. We'll see you later.